Dragii noștri spectatori din Sibiu,
Dear public from Sibiu, Romania, Europe and the world, we are live now with you again, thanks to our internet connection. So, hello to you, hello to the media from Sibiu, from Romania and from across the world, who is present here both physical and online. This is the third conference of the Sibiu International Theatre Festival. Wonder is the theme of the festival. The festival is organized under the high patronage of the President of Romania by the Radu Stanca National Theatre of Sibiu, together with the Sibiu Town Hall, which is also the main financing source of our festival, together with the local council. The event is supported by the Romanian government and the Ministry of Culture, which is the strategic partner of the festival. We also have the support of the Ministry of Education, Ministry of National Defense, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Tourism and Entrepreneurship, the Lucian Blaga University, the Land Forces Academy and the Romanian Academy. Co-organizer, the Romanian Cultural Institute. Co-financer, Sibiu County Council. Co-producer, the Romanian Radio and Television Society and the Romanian Television Society. We have a huge number of strategic partners. All cultural institutions from Sibiu and from the county, which are part of the season of Sibiu, and media partners. And I would like to name them because today we will be talking about the complexity of the festival and the other elements that weren't covered in the two previous press conferences. So, TV5 Monde, Euronews, Deutsche Welle, Europa Libera, Rock FM, Kiss FM, Magic FM, RFI, the Ringier Press Group, Ager Press, Libertatea, Elbiz, Haute Culture, Capital Cultural, Zile și Nopți, iCads, Liternet, Theatrum, Educată Privată.ro, Literary Romania, Teatrul Azi, Observatorul Cultural, Ziarul Metropolis, Happening, Capital Cultural. Tribuna, Turnul Sfatului, Sibiu 100%, Hermannstädter Zeitung, Ora de Sibiu, Știri de Sibiu, Mesagerul de Sibiu, Monitorul de Cluj, Sibiu în imagini, Good Time, Sibiul Independent, Star Sibian, Strada Cetății, Sibiul Boom and Sibiu City App. I hope I named all our partners, especially those from Sibiu, because the festival is the Festival of Sibiu. We have a monitoring partner, which is Media Trust Romania. This way, we can understand and grasp the whole image related to the promotion of the festival. There's something that I must mention right now. Just as the previous year, we will have a NATO season together with the Land Forces Academy of Sibiu and the Ministry of National Defense. Therefore, I will ask the current Minister of Defense, Angel Tâlvăr, to give us his message to the Sibiu International Theatre Festival. This is a very important part of our festival, the care for the NATO soldiers and for the Romanian soldiers who defend our territory in this time of war.
Festivalul Internațional de Teatru de la Sibiu a crescut și s-a transformat într-un fenomen cultural neanderător. În prezent, este recunoscut drept unul dintre cele mai importante evenimente teatrale din lume, fiind atestat de participarea a numeroase trupe de teatru și a renumiți artiști din peste 70 de țări. Pentru Ministerul Apărării, Promovarea tradițiilor naționale și a valorilor culturale românești, dar și universale, educația civică a personalului, cinstirea memoriei eroilor patriei, respectarea demnității umane, nediscriminarea și toleranța, respectarea convențiilor internaționale și a normelor dreptului internațional, sunt obiective și priorități de acțiune, obligații și atribuții ale instituției. Din această perspectivă, mă bucur asocierea armatei, a instituțiilor de învățământ și de cultură din cadrul Ministerului Apărării Naționale, cu acest regal al artei teatrale, prin care Sibiu și România se impun ca pol de atracție pe harta culturală a lumii. Includerea în programul manifestărilor Festivalului Internațional de Teatru de la Sibiu a unei secțiuni NATO, realizată constant în ultimii 5 ani, împreună cu Academia Forțelor Terrestre Nicolae Bălcescu, exprimă profunzimea relațiilor militar-civili la nivelul comunității locale și înțelegerea importanței adecvării oferte artistice la specificul și nevoile audienței militare. Aceasta include nu doar militari și studenți români, dar și personal aliat încadrat în comandamentul Corpului Multinațional Sud-Est, unitate emblematică a structurii de forță a NATO din România. Prezența și activitatea militarilor aliați, alături de militarii români, pe terenurile de instrucție de la Cimpu, în comandamentele și în structurile multinaționale din Sibiu, Craiova, București sau Constanța, sunt rezultatul direct al măsurilor întreprinse de NATO pentru consolidarea posturii de apărare și de descurajare la nivel regional, un exemplu de interoperabilitate și integrare militară, un răspuns la crizele din mediul de securitate. Grație Festivalului Internațional de Teatru de la Sibiu și organizatorilor din Teatrul Național Radu Stanca, Ministerul Culturii și Guvernul României, militarii români și militarii aliați din țările membre NATO se vor bucura împreună cu publicul larg de spectacolele incluse în program și vor aprecia valențele educative ale teatrului și ale dialogului intercultural. Doresc mult succes acestui eveniment de excepție.
Mulțumim, domnule ministru.
Thank you, Minister.
E bine că personalizăm acest lucru. Anul trecut a fost o muncă.
It's good that we are customizing this element. Last year, we made a tremendous effort. Unfortunately, the mechanisms that we need to build every time are quite complicated. There are rules and laws and functioning criteria everywhere. Therefore, last year the effort was tremendous, as I was saying. Last year we provided 1,000 subscriptions to Romanian and foreign soldiers free of charge. And we couldn't find a way to implement this program until this very last day. It was only one day before the NATO summit in Madrid that we managed to find a proper formula for those subscriptions to reach the people that we wanted to be the beneficiaries, the soldiers who operate in the training areas. The minister mentioned the multinational Southeast Corps under the leadership of General Jakub, who is a very competent person. We have a very good collaboration with the Land Forces Academy for 7 years, not 5, as the minister said. Together, we try to provide performances to the Land Forces Academy. This year, we'll have 4 performances in the 2 weekends at the Land Forces Academy. The University of Mongolia, the Mongolian National University of Arts and Culture, will go there with a performance that's full of energy and bodily movements. Then Harmonica Rhapsody from Taiwan, Sonotera Duo, and a dance performance from the Leeds Beckett University in the second weekend, together with the Sonotera Duo. This way, the language of art will be able to reach this special audience. This year, again, we will give 1,000 free subscriptions and 3,000 discounted subscriptions. This way, both the performances from the festival that are web streamed and all the other performances will be available through these subscriptions. The online performances will be either recorded or live broadcasted, about 40 of them. And the normal subscription covers about 60 performances. All of them have simultaneous translation. We are very happy that we are able to do this. Fortunately, all these steps have been taken already, and during the last meeting that we had on the occasion of the visit of His Majesty Charles III to Bucharest, at the dinner provided by the President of Romania, I had the opportunity to talk to the representatives of the Romanians from all over the world. Right now, we don't have very exact figures, but we are talking about 5 or maybe 6 million Romanians who are outside of Romania, who live abroad. With the help of the Romanian cultural institutes from across the world and with the help of the Romanian associations and of my personal friends that I have acquired through the festival all across the world, we have built connections. We are trying to provide a certain coherence together with the department from Romanians from abroad and together with the state structures. We try to make sure that we establish a connection with these Romanians as well. We want to be able to send them subscriptions and to find a way to stay in a dialogue. If we look at how things are across the world, it is only natural to think of the public that speaks the same language as we do. It is a duty of honor, and we see it as such. Moving further, please allow me to give you a few figures. My colleagues gave me a total number of events. Yesterday, the figure was 807. This morning, I corrected the figure because it's 809 now. Last night, I talked to my manager for international relations, Alicia Adams, from the Kennedy Center, and with Octavian Saiu, and we will have a conference with her and with the general manager who has also announced her presence. It is the most important performing arts structure from the United States, the most important foundation, and Alicia Adams, the director for international relations, is a friend of the festival. Unfortunately, she hasn't managed to come to Sibiu until now. I have seen her in various parts of the world. She is familiar with the festival, and this year she'll come from the 22nd until the 26th of June. She will have a special conference. We want to develop this strategic connection. Her position is constantly confirmed or reconfirmed by the President of the United States. Right now, we have 381 performances, 181 indoor, 160 outdoor, 428 special events, plus special conferences, book launches, play readings, exhibitions, visual art platform, Sibiu Performing Arts Market, Terme Forum, doctoral platform, microfolie, workshops, and press conferences. We will get into details with each and every one of them, but let's start with the artists who received or will receive stars on the Walk of Fame. The Sibiu Town Hall is our strategic partner. We organize this festival together with them and the local council. And at this point, the alley between the two fortification towers will be covered with stars in its entirety. This is also a sign of good taste and unity for a strategic place that's here in Romania. It is the only place in the world where the biggest personalities in the field of performing arts, music, dance, circus, and so on are recognized as such. The rule, let me remind it to you, is that it must be a great personality that's renowned worldwide, not only in their country of origin. At the same time, the personality must have participated at the Sibiu International Theatre Festival. This rule is very important for us as well. We will be talking about the stars that will be granted this year too. Katie Mitchell, for starters, one of the greatest directors of all times. She's British, but she's bringing to us a performance from Schaubühne in Berlin, the most important theater of Berlin. It's not the end of the world at Eugenio Barba on the 1st and 2nd of July. It is a performance about climate change. Of course, it all melts into an emotional story. The electricity that the performance needs is produced by the bicycles on which the actors will pedal every now and then. It is a very special performance. I've been dreaming of bringing Katie Mitchell here for quite a long time. I've met her in the year 2000. She's probably the artist with the largest number of awards in the world, starting with the Royal Academy to all the other countries of Europe. She is a professor in many academic structures from the UK, Europe, the United States, and it is a great joy that we can bring this performance to Sibiu and put her name on the Walk of Fame. These personalities are fundamental for the Institute of the Romanian Academy, which we dream of building here. It will be something very important for Sibiu and for us all. For 30 years, since we have been developing this festival, you can imagine how many performances we have seen, how many unique personalities have been to Sibiu, and we must make the best use of this to the benefit of the universities, to the benefit of this community, which should remain a community whose development engine should be culture, research, dialogue, and so on. The second star will go to Maria Pajes, one of the great artists of the world. She will give us Scheherazade visual poem about the brilliance of the feminine soul. It's the third or fourth time that she comes to the Sibiu International Theatre Festival. We tried to bring her in 2021. Unfortunately, in the last moment, she got sick with COVID and she couldn't come any longer. And here I am telling you this only 2 years later. There are always unpleasant events happening But this is not the aim of the festival, to promote itself through the difficulties that it comes across. We always face difficulties when we organize such a big festival. We are happy to bring her here. She has received numerous awards in Spain, in Europe. I believe this performance is a European premiere when it comes to tours. Marie Chouinard will receive the third star. Unfortunately, there will be only one performance at the Ion Besoiu Cultural Center on the 1st of July. Oh, there's also on the 2nd. It's on the 2nd of July. It's written the 1st here. And will it also be online? I understand that not. That's so sad. She is one of the great personalities of the world. She was artistic director at the Dance Biennale in Venice for 3 years. She's a director. She created movies and structures in the IT field. She is a very, very complex personality. She attended a festival 2 times before, sometime in 2007 or 2008, and then with Hieronymus Bosch in 2013, 2014, something like that. I had the joy to see her in Canada, and the people from Terme Arts wanted to get involved in giving this award because they have a very special project in Toronto and at the Niagara Falls, and we want to be a part of these creative dialogues. Another beneficiary of the stars, of a star, is a great actor and festival director, Tiago Rodrigues. Tiago is Portuguese. He is right now the artistic director of the festival in Avignon. Starting this year, he took over the mandate. I knew him as an actor in St. Petersburg in 2017. And you remember that when I came back, I said we must bring him and we must give him a star. He put together a performance during the Europe Awards, Alexandrinsky, absolutely memorable. He is coming with Dans la mesure de l'impossible at the Cultural Factory on the 23rd and 24th of June. This performance is absolutely extraordinary. We wanted to find performances that speak of the dialogue. Katie Mitchell comes with a performance from Schaubühne, and when I talked to His Majesty about Katie Mitchell, he was so impressed that we could bring such a personality to the festival. He was happy, and we were very proud because in 2018 he granted us the high patronage. We also have Sadler's Wealth, the most important dance performance institutions in the UK. They will also be present at the festival.
Another personality receiving a star on the Walk of Fame is Milorado. It's a very surprising and complex personality, a theater director, a film director, the author of over 50 dramatic plays, a professor and man of the media and of the television, a performance creator, a person who creates unique, special events in the area of education, and most extraordinarily for us all is the fact that starting with this summer, he is the artistic director of the Wiener Festhofen Festival in Vienna. I had the joy and the opportunity to be together with him when I attended the press conference in Vienna at the Romanian embassy on the second day, and as you may see, everything got aligned. After the press conference, there was the opening of the Wiener Festhofen Festival, which starts at the end of May and lasts until the end of June. So we want to have a strategic partnership, as we had on other occasions. We did with Burg Theater, and we want to do it also with the largest festival of theater of Vienna and one of the largest of Europe. So he will be present here as a director with The Last Supper from the National Theatre of Ghent. It will be played at the Culture Factory in Faust Hall in 29 and 30 June. It is a breathtaking performance that I strongly recommend. He is a person who assumes very heavy, very important topics, cultural ones, that he approaches in an astonishing manner. And for the end, I kept the last female artist that will receive a star on the Walk of Fame, Noa Vertain. Noa Vertain is the artistic manager of Vertigo. She has attended the festival almost 7 times all over the years, with performances that confirm the development of this unique dance company, not only in Israel but all over the world. As you know, we celebrate 75 years of existence of the State of Israel, and at the same time, Vertigo is celebrating, as I had said it before, 30 years of existence, just as the Sibiu International Theatre Festival. It is a performance that has been created especially to celebrate this anniversary. We are happy that she can come here. She will have a special conference with Octavian Saiu, and we are happy that we can present this performance, which is already sold out, considering that, well, there are about 475 places in the Ion Beshoiu Cultural Center venue. And the last minute information, we are happy and we benefit from the love of our public, of our partners. More than 1/3 of the festival tickets have been sold, which is something that has never happened before. We are happy that all the performances are being looked for, and let us not forget that more than half of the performances are free of charge. And here I refer to the students' performances that will be performed in the Kavas venues, all the statues, all the outdoor performances. This is actually the very reason why we have this festival. Since 2021, we haven't increased the prices of our tickets. Both in 2021 and in 2022, and now in 2023, the upper threshold was 150 lei. We have tickets selling at 30 lei, at 50 lei, at 70 lei, at 100 lei, and at 150 lei. I believe this is the biggest gift that the festival can offer, the fact that we take into consideration our students, the children, the elderly. We think about everybody. all types of publics, and we have discounted tickets. I will mention a few other performances coming from the most important areas. In addition to Maria Pajes, in the introduction of the festival at Faust, we will have the Miracle of Flamenco, a performance that received the National Award of Dance in Spain. It is a praise to flamenco, to multiple choreographic movements. It brings forward those cultures that focus of uniqueness and creation in the field of dance. And we'll be talking about the dialogue between the culture of the Caucasian area, the Maori culture, the African culture. We are happy to be able to bring here such performances and that they are truly appreciated. As you know, the National Theatre on the 1st of June celebrated 235 years of existence, due, of course, to the theatre that was created in 1788. It was the first theatre on the territory of Romania, which was born at a difference of 40 years from Burgtheater. Dorian Gray on the stage of the National Theatre on the 28th and the 29th of June with Bastian Kraft, one of the great directors of Europe. We will have a great friend, and we want to strengthen the relationships between Rennes and Sibiu. As you well know, we are having a twinning partnership, but unfortunately we haven't had many official visits between the two cities, and I made it possible so that the mayor of Rennes could reach Sibiu. It was an attempt that has not been fruitful so far, but we have firm promises for the next period of time. She will be here, and we will have the National Theatre of Rennes, the National Theatre of Bretagne with the Imaginary Invalid or Molière's Silence. Arthur Nosiciel, one of the greatest professors and directors of France and of Europe. We are trying to build a European project together with their university. In fact, one of the performances is made in partnership with the graduates from that university. They have a very interesting program that we tried to adapt as a method, because the program we developed, Manifesto for Dialogue, has a certain similarity with their program, and we will be presenting one of the shows they had with actors, graduates from their university. It is another very beautiful performance. I also refer to Sadler's Wells. We will be bringing here the Goalkeeper of the Soul on the 28th and 29th of June. Botiseva will also be present. A great choreographer. The performance received the Best Dance Performance Award, the Olivier Awards in England. It is quite extraordinary to be able to bring here such performances. They are unique, high-quality performances that have been recognized. At the same time, we will be bringing Diptych Dreams from the Lost Chamber, also on the stage of the Factory of Culture on the 1st and on the 2nd of July. And from what I know, Vincenzo, he received one of the most important awards in Belgium, one of the best performances of Belgium. I want to mention another performance, Water, What a Joy, which will be performed at the Ion Bășoiu Cultural Center on the 24th and on the 25th of June. It is included in the Francophone program. They come from Guinea. It is one of the absolutely astonishing performances. I told you also in the previous press conference what the South African performance meant when we brought it here. It was something unique. It was then taken to the United States, so they had to see it first here in Romania, and then it was performed and sold out on 100 occasions in the United States. I want the audience to know what kind of performances we will be bringing, and I want the audience to be able to see them. We are not making something pro bono. We will not say our tickets are not sold. We want the wonder of the performances we bring here be known and presented. Vincenzo, do you want to say a few words about the festival application? I mentioned it also during the first press conference that I held in dialogue with you. It is important for the world to know that we have this application and that we have managed to build the websites for the National Theatre and for the Sibiu International Theatre Festival and for the performance market. And I am persuaded. Vincenzo, please come and tell us a few words about the application. Good morning, everyone. As always, or as this has happened over the past few years, the application is powered by UniCredit Bank, our partner, and we have this possibility of having all the information necessary for the festival in this application that can be downloaded from Google Store or from the App Store. And in addition to the program that is fully detailed in the application, we also have this possibility of selecting our events in such a way as to build our own schedule. This way it will be easier for you to navigate through the festival. Thank you very much, Vincenzo. Last week I met Mrs. Mayer, and before meeting her, I saw that the person in charge with the parking lots in Sibiu was exiting from her cabinet, and I thanked to him for the access offered to our festival. The fact that an 80 lei subscription for all the period of the festival is possible. The fact that you will be able to have your own bike, the fact that we have been able to build our own application, the fact that we provide simultaneous interpreting. On Facebook we have Romanian, on YouTube we have English. My dearest, you can build and personalize your program for 10 days, for 1 week. You can have a subscription and enjoy the performances in the large square, in the pedestrian route. We have several sections. We have 2 performances. We will be presenting outdoor. We have all those microfoley shows. We have all the performances held by students, those in the Factory of Culture, everything our friend Maria Andrelia has been doing for years with its Abracadabra group. We will have performances in the Subarin Park. We'll have activities in all the museums, on all the platforms we have built, on the visual arts performance. All this can be done in a very much simpler way, and we want to thank the City Hall for having helped us in our approach, and to all those people who appreciate the importance of being in dialogue. Once again, I want to thank for the fact that we have for the first time this first Sibiu season, and the structures involved are the State Philharmonics of Sibiu, the County Library, the Brukenthal Museum, the Land Forces Academy of Sibiu, the Union of Artists of Romania, the Folk Ensemble Cindrelul, the Junior of Sibiu Ensemble, who will have a special performance dedicated to the visit of the General Manager of UNESCO in Sibiu. I want to thank to the Gong Theatre, to the Ballet Theatre, which has sold already very many tickets for its performance. I want to thank the Popular Arts School, Ion Micu. All these structures and establishments will be presenting for the first time in dialogue performances within the International Theatre Festival, and I am persuaded this will become an established practice for the future and for the dialogue between different institutions and sponsors, so that we may have this continuous development strategy dedicated to our community through culture, through dedication, through research. I want to thank to all those who participate in developing this festival. As I was saying in the other press conferences, we had problems that we had to solve. We will not go into details, we are not complaining, but there are places where the costs have tripled and we had to find means and we had to solve the problem so that the audience may enjoy the shows. So I want to thank our official partners, Unicredit Bank, Dedeman, the Group Societe Generale. As you have seen, Dedeman and Unicredit, they all appear on the displays in Sibiu, and thanks to our partnership with them, the Sibiu Festival will be present in all the large cities of Romania, which is a great joy. Berede will be building a special dedicated structure in the large square where the audience will be able to take the elevator. This is something we need. We think together and we work together so that the public may enjoy all this. Our special partner JTI, which supports us in the dance area, in the walking statues area, in the virtual reality area, so many aspects that we cover together, and friendship is actually the cornerstone for this special relationship. Our main partner Lidl, our traditional partner Raiffeisen Bank, who wants to invest in everything that means the Romanian value of culture. We also have a trusted partner, OMV Petrom, as well as Czech Bank, who wanted to get involved in everything related to the digital stage, and our innovation partner Entity Data. And we were happy yesterday because you saw there was that exhibition conceived as an introduction to the Sibiu International Theatre Festival. I should have been there last evening, but unfortunately there are so many events and I had to take care of somebody from the team who needed my assistance at the hospital. This is why I wasn't able to attend that exhibition, but Mr. Tsiku, Mr. Dambarta were there because it is important to greet our partners. We have a new strategic partner, Pepsi, we have our partners GLS and Ion Gas, which have been at our side for long. We have our mobility partner, to whom we want to thank because they provide us the best cars to transport our important guests. Autoclass, we have our street season partner for long, Banca Transilvania. We have a smart partner, Vodafone, who will be helping us to have better internet signal in the performance venues. Let us not forget that beyond live broadcasts, there are huge attempts to be able to broadcast live from churches, from all the performance venues, from Ion Beshoiu Cultural Center, from here, from the theater. Believe us, it is an incredible effort to be able to do that. We do not want to praise ourselves, but we want to make sure that the wonder of theater reaches the audience. We also have this special partner that I will talk about, Terme Bucharest. We have health partners, MedLife, Dentestet, Polisano Clinic, and other partners, Allianz Styria, Google Art and Culture, Lenovo, the partner of the performance market and volunteer program, Alpha Bank. The official water of the festival is Aqua Carpatica, the official wines of the festival, Cramoprișor, and the official beer of the festival, Ursus Breweries. Our other sponsors are Keep Calling, Cărturești, Transagape, Heidi, Tulipa Flower Shop, Casa Dente, Carpatica Logistic, Romfilatelia, Lăptăria cu Caimac, Sam Transport, Cronospan, and Shura Shushara. We want to thank all of them. We want to thank also to those who are looking for us and who want to establish partnerships with us for the next years, because each time and with each partner we greet them all and we receive them all as unique structures that think together with us the way in which we can personalize these forms of cooperation. And now we will move forward. We have the special conferences. There are many. Sorana, our colleagues have received the program. I imagine that at some point you will be asking me some questions, so I'll try not to read everything, all the information you have received. There is so much information, actually. Our dear audience, those watching us online now, those hearing us from abroad, please check our website. You will find presentations for all our conferences. We have extraordinary names that will be in dialogue, from Mr. Kushida to the manager of an important television of Germany. We will also have there in dialogue the new authors we will be bringing here through a special program in partnership with Goethe Institute. Yair Yarvi, one of the largest founders of structures in the dance area in Israel. I want to thank Dan Perskovsky and the friendship that is the driver of everything we have been doing for so long. And here I think about the horizontal newspaper, about the visual arts platform. There will be that presentation in front of the wall. We will also have Neil Labute, one of the greatest authors of all the times and an important producer of series. He will be holding a special workshop here in Sibiu. We will also have an event dedicated to play readings. We'll also have a UNESCO event thanks to our ambassador Simona Miculescu from UNESCO Paris. Liviu Ciulei was recognized as an important personality all over the world, and UNESCO, not only UNESCO Romania, will be celebrating the global year dedicated to Liviu Ciulei, and we will be celebrating it through a dialogue with Victor Hrebenciuc and Mariana Mihuț. The two performances, The Father and the Bronze Children, the performance is already sold out, and I'm happy that the audience was so open to this event. Maria Pajes will also be in dialogue with Octavian Saiu, and we will have one of the largest architects of the world, Kengo Kuma, who will be coming here to attend the festival again and to see how the new theater project situation is. He will be accompanied by the largest alive author of novels of Japan. They will be present in a conference, both of them. Father Nekula, our brother in church, will be holding 2 conferences in the cathedral, and on the 30th of June, Mrs. Audrey Ozule will be in Sibiu. She will have an official visit in Romania. She will be meeting Romanian officialities in Bucharest on the 28th of June, and on the 29th of June she will be visiting the fortified churches and other UNESCO establishments in Ardeal. In the evening she will be joining us to see the wonder of the performances in the main square offered by the Andu company coming from Germany, and the next day she will be seeing the Microfoli in Habitus. When she was a Minister of Culture, she founded this project, and we were the first establishment in Europe who had such a project outside France, which is a project dedicated to digital projects. There will be a visit to the virtual reality section, and then she will receive a Doctor Honoris Causa from the University of Sibiu. And I want to thank for our collaboration with the Sibiu University. I hope this relationship will continue with meaningful projects.
In her speech, she will be talking about what a creative city means. And at the initiative of the Sibiu International Theatre Festival, we want theater and dance festivals from Europe and from the world, and first of all from Romania, of course. We want them to be recognized as major contributors to the development of a creative city. We will also have dialogues with Matei Vișniac. Mr. George Banu cannot be replaced. And then, together with Octavian Saiu, we thought of a different formula of dialogue for our conferences. He is a great connoisseur of the French world, but also a renowned personality of Radio France Internationale. He has organized dialogues there for a very long time. That is why we want him to be present as a moderator throughout the festival. As I was saying during the other conferences as well, the festival is in memoriam George Banu. We will have a special moment at the Philharmonics on the 30th of June, when we will be paying homage to George Banu. We will do this together with the important personalities that will be present in Sibiu. Let us not forget that Teatru de la Ville decided to come at the very last moment to our festival. He will be coming together with Emmanuel de Marcy Mota. He has a star on the Walk of Fame, and will be developing together a performance, UNESCO Suite, with the texts of Eugen Ionesco and the contribution of George Banu. Most certainly, changes will happen. We will give you the final figures after the festival. We have 809 events. I am certain in the end, we'll have 820 or something like that. I cannot give you a final figure, but something like that. We'll have a dialogue of Octavian Saiu with Noah, Marie Chouinard, Matei Vișniac, and at the very last day we'll have a very special dialogue of Octavian Saiu with Paul Tam. Paul Tam manages a cultural center made of 7 different venues, the greatest cultural institution in the world. This is in Hong Kong, and he will be coming to Sibiu on the 1st and 2nd. Make sure you catch him and interview him, because he is a personality who is managing very different structures: the Chinese opera, European theater, dance department, the circus department. They also have a pedestrian area of about 7 kilometers, and they want to take the example of the Festival of Sibiu and turn the city into something great. Our conferences should last 4 days. We have many book launches as well, and I don't have much time left. Just take a look at them, because they are all on paper. I want to say a few words about the play readings and to add something else to the Walk of Fame and the gala afterwards. Dear spectators, you have the chance to attend the gala after the Walk of Fame. You don't even have to pay the maximum ticket price. We wanted to have a low price because we wanted you to buy tickets. They are not given only to our partners. We want you there. Buy your tickets in due time, because besides the great personalities, we'll also have 4 other awards. 2 of them, Virgil Fonda Award and the Iulian Vișa Award, will be given one to actors and another one to directors and playwrights. And starting this year, we decided to turn to people who are very young. We wanted to place them by the side of the great names, like it happens in the specialized workshop that we develop with the students of the universities and with the young actors from Romania and the world. The 2 names, you will find them out at the gala. And there are also 2 important recognitions. The great Romanian personality from Japan, managing one of the greatest companies in the world and who has helped a lot with the volunteer program. Therefore, this person will receive a special award. And then there's an ambassador who did something exceptional for Romania, for Sibiu, and for the festival. And this ambassador, too, will be given official recognition during the gala. One of the names who will receive an award will be part of the play readings section. We have a special program dedicated to the Balkans together with the Goethe Institute. The idea is to make sure that important actors work with young actors from these countries, and we chose, and a few dozen titles were chosen. We will present 4 or 5 of them, and I will get into further details right away. We wanted to bring 2 very big names, and one of them is Neil Labute. He'll also have the special workshop. The end has no end. It is a text that's an absolute premiere. And the famous Tim Robbins, who fought to come with this text, Aphrodite or the Liberation of the World. Let us see the future of this text from this on. There are 4 others in the Goethe Institute program and a very special text from Israel. to honor the celebration of the State of Israel and of the diplomatic relations between Romania and Israel, which will celebrate 75 years. Another special text comes from Maria Daboldova in Moscow. She developed the Net Festival, and a few days before the start of the war, she managed to flee. Right now, she is the arts director for theater and performing arts in at Salzburger Festspiele. It is the greatest opera festival in Europe, which also has a theater and dance section. Her text is called The Land of No Return. She speaks about what it means to leave, to think of your country of origin, to be a citizen of the world, but to have no chance to return home. It is a tragedy, and we are happy to collaborate with her. We have an incredible number of exhibitions as well. In various venues. An exhibition in memoriam George Banu for Marcel Iancu. We also have an exhibition. He's a great painter, philosopher, and architect of Romanian and Israeli origins, who developed a unique museum in Israel. Let me take a look at the Sibiu Performing Arts Market, which comes with a very special, a new formula this year. It starts on the 26th and ends on the 29th. We will see there an exhibition of equipment and technology together with Backstage, the structure that we are working with. This is the most important structure in Romania when it comes to technology and equipment for the performing arts. This way, all theaters in Romania and all educational structures and cultural institutions, museums and so on, will be able to start a dialogue with those who can provide technology, training and implementation of all these performances so as to be in line with the most recent discoveries. On the first day, we'll have the opening conference, then the presentations of the participants, a round table for creative research. On the second day, the use of technology in the creative industries. Then, a meeting with the great choreographers at the Sibiu Performing Arts Market, with the support of the folk dance company. This will be followed by presentations of programs and projects and possible finance sources, cultural conversations. Last but not least, speed networking, the possibility for important festival directors from the world and great personalities get into dialogue with all those who want to be present for the performing arts market. Young directors, young artists, playwrights, agents, people who fight for cultural projects to make sure that everyone is able to talk to these personalities. So far, we have 47 universities in the doctoral platform. Last time I said 42. Now we have 5 extra.
pe lista invitațiilor de la Terme Forum,
On the list of guests from Therme Forum,
reprezentantul Universității
there's also the representative of the University of Surrey in the UK, one of the most important universities in the world,
toate demersurile posibile
and I will make sure,
această universitate
I will do everything that I can to make sure that this university joins the dialogue that will take place on the first 2 days.
și cu Terme
Together with the Therme Forum and Therme Arts, we'll have a forum for theater and architecture 2023.
în curtea liceului Bruckenthal
In the yard of the Bruckenthal High School and the yard of the Evangelical Cathedral, where
dedicat
we will listen to the event opening the festival and
instalație
poetry recital.
făcut de unul
We'll have an installation, a pavilion put together by the greatest artists, one of the greatest architects in the world, together with Europe, Mamu Mane. It is an installation made of biodegradable materials that are based on sugar.
formule novatoare, artiști
We will see there innovating formula and artists that come to Therme Forum and Therme Arts. Let me give you a few examples.
profesori din lume.
The most important professor in the world, Stefano Mancuso, comes here.
Mamumani va fi prezent.
Mamu Mane, Kengo Kuma, I already mentioned him.
Avem de asemenea pe Adam Flato, care este
Adam Flato,
cel care este proprietarul la Armory în Manhattan, New York. Și una din
the owner of Armory in Manhattan, New York.
duce și sperăm câștigătoare
And one of our battles
la Armory în anii viitori.
will be to be able to go with Faust in Armory in New York. We have countless projects. Maybe one day we'll organize a conference, and dear colleagues, maybe we can think of, I don't know, a few weeks after the festival, we can think of talking of all the projects that were born.
Ne luăm pauză și că această
People shouldn't think that we are taking a break,
să arătăm ce roade naște de la lucru.
and we should show all the fruits that have come from the festival.
Care vor fi prezentate de nume foarte mari.
We have many workshops introduced by great names of the world
Pornind de la Forumul Democrat al German,
in various locations, from the German Democrat Forum to the building of the Cindrelu Folk Ensemble and the School of Letters and Arts, among other venues. We are happy that students and young people have the opportunity to meet these great personalities.
lista universităților. Deci aveți șansa să vedeți ce universități
You also have the list of universities so that you see the names of the universities who have joined the doctoral platform.